Hi, my name is Neal Turner, Certified Fitness Trainer with Nesta, and I would like to today go over a few exercises that we could do to combine them into a quick 10-minute workout. We just need 3 pieces of equipment. We need a physio ball, a medicine ball, and a pair of dumbbells. Our repetition range is going to be anywhere from 12 to 15 repetitions, and we're going to try to perform at least 3 sets of each exercise. Now, during the workout, I want to emphasize most of the muscle groups in the entire body, the lower body obviously, incorporate the arms, the chest, the back, and even our core. So first exercise we're going to do is we're going to use the physio ball, and that's going to be a seated trunk rotation. As you sit on the ball, make sure that your feet are about hip width apart. Keep your chest upright, back straight. Arms extend out the side of your body. Now you're going to rotate to your left. As you do so, exhale. Then you're going to rotate to your right. Back and forth, nice and easy. Focus on tightening the muscles just below your rib cage and above your hip, so right around in your oblique area. You want to count the movement to each side together as 1 repetition. Using good form, strict technique. Very simple to do, but very, very effective exercise. Next, I'm going to move right into a static or stationary lunge. Now, as you set your body up for the position in your lunge, make sure that the length or the distance from the front foot to the rear foot is about 1.5 times your normal stride length if you're walking down the street. Your feet are hip width apart, so if you were standing in front of me, looking on, of course, head on towards the direction of my chest, you're going to see that my feet are hip width apart. You're going to rest the dumbbell here in the shoulder cap, opposite hand here on the hip. So as I go down, I'm going to drop down vertically. Stand up and press. So I want to complete at least 12 to 15 repetitions with the right arm. Then I'm going to switch sides and switch directions, of course. The opposite foot is forward. And we're going to work the opposite side. It will matter when you perform a lunge, your capabilities. We want to make sure it's strict form, obviously, is what we're always going to use. I know I reiterate that so many times. I can't say it enough because it is paramount. Next exercise from there, we're going to move right into a seated hammer curl on the physio ball. This is a crucial exercise because not only while you're sitting down are you training your core, but as you put your arms in motion with weight against the stability of your body, you're also working your core. So, feet maybe about 3 or 4 inches apart, elbows tight to the side of the body. Now I'm going to, because of my length of my arms, I'm going to bring my arms forward a little bit of the hips. Keep the chest upright, raise, pause, lower. Once again, 12 to 15 repetitions, 3 sets. Moving aside from there, we're going to emphasize working the triceps. Now, once again, the ball is already in place. This is going to be an easy transition from one exercise to the next. As I work this, I want to make sure that I keep the shoulder in a stable position. Some people do not have the flexibility and range of motion in their shoulder. So as they do an exercise, they're going to have to really emphasize the ability in their arm to stay vertical during the motion. So which means that the weight of the dumbbell is going to be a factor. Make sure they can manage, we want to make sure everyone can manage a weight, of course, that they can use with proper technique. So in this case, I'm just going to use a 15-pound dumbbell. Sorry guys, if you have a big ego out there and you want to grab the 40 and 50 pound dumbbells, you may have to take that weight down a little bit just to emphasize the technique. Don't worry, you'll still get results. There's no need to emphasize lots of weight here. So as I keep the arm vertical, I'm going to use the supporting arm here just below the elbow. As I bring the weight down, now this weight just ends up on the outside of my ear, and then I'm going to extend the arm up. Still, elbow flexion with extension right here, using the tricep to extend and straighten the arm. Still get the work in the tricep. 12 to 15 repetitions, 3 sets. Now we're going to take it on our feet. We need to emphasize work on the rear shoulder and the upper back, and even in our lats. So we're going to do a static lunge with a bent over row, both dumbbells. So this time, bring that right leg forward. I'm going to balance on the ball of the foot on the rear foot. From here, I'm going to lean out over my thigh. Keep the chest up somewhat. Pull and squeeze my shoulder blades here. Extend those arms down right along the lower leg. As you notice, as I pull the elbows up, it's more towards the rear, more in the direction of the hips than I am pulling up towards the rib cage. So that's a crucial technique, nuance in the movement. So from there, I want to move into work on the core. So now I'm going to engage the core by doing a plank. The plank will be done using the medicine ball. Now if your wrists are weak, you're going to have to modify this exercise. First, I'll show you the modified version, then the basic version. Modified version is going to be done on the knees. You want to position the ball so that way the heel of the palms with both hands are near the top of the ball. Your thumbs are pointing forward. Fingertips are pointing down. Move the hips back. You can anchor the toes onto the floor. Now my chest is directly above the ball. I'm going to tighten my abdominals and I'm going to hold this. Obviously, by holding it, we have to be aware of how much time that we can effectively do this. Holding with good form, if you're starting off as a beginner, you may only be able to get this for maybe about 20 to 25 seconds in a controlled manner. So you may have to stop, you may have to take a break, and that's okay. Now, you're going to graduate to hopefully 30 seconds, 35 seconds, and so on and so forth. Realize you're still emphasizing work on the chest, the forward shoulder, and the tricep. And since preceding this exercise, we had already worked those muscle groups, realize that you may not have the endurance to hold the plank very long. Now, if you're highly conditioned, then guess what? You're probably going to be able to hold this longer. If you're going to get into the basic plank position with this medicine ball, the base of your feet need to be at least shoulder width apart. So I'll demonstrate that. And we're going to hold. Now, it's crucial when you get in this position, you do not let the hips sink too far below the shoulders. So we want a nice, maybe about a 45-degree angle from the shoulders to the hips, roughly. So I'm going to pull those abdominal muscles tight to my spine, hold it in place. Now, another key factor here is that you don't allow the hips to get, of course, too high in the movement, or the position, I should say. We don't want them way up here. Okay? You're not going to engage the abdominals. So bring them down here, 45-degree angle. Nice slow rhythmic breathing through the nose. Exhaling slowly through the mouth. Once again, 3 sets, maximum time that you can hold this position without allowing the arms to quake and to become too fatigued. So with these exercises done consecutively, you should be able to get the exercises done, 3 sets of everything, in about a 10-minute time frame. So once again, always remember, just like we've always discussed in the past, it's about exercise technique and safety, making sure that you do the exercises properly. Okay, till next time, keep your exercises safe.